sisters, there is not a more holy moment in the Christian year than what happens between now and Sunday. There really isn't. And there maybe isn't a more holy moment than 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, which is, the biblical story says, the moment when Jesus breathed his last. So I wanted to start with a song. Join in if you feel comfortable, and if you're from a different tradition and you want to just take it in spirit, this is for you too. It's for all of us. Jesus, 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 Brothers and sisters, it's Good Friday. To look upon this day and to call it good is utter foolishness unless you believe in facing crosses and even potentially dying on them. If you believe that that has life-giving potential. We're told in the biblical narrative that when Jesus was hanging on the cross from noon to 3, there was darkness over the whole land. And about 3 o'clock, Jesus cried out to God, and soon thereafter, he breathed his last. And the moment when he died, the earth shook and rocks split. We're told that the curtain of the temple was torn in two. In other words, the broken part of society in Jesus' day. The parts that kept out the poor, the hungry, the stranger. They were torn in two. The law was about to change. All laws, Roman laws, religious laws, it's all about to change. We hear Roman centurions saying, truly he must have been God's son. And when Roman soldiers in charge of 100 soldiers each start saying things like that, then Rome's authority is being ripped in two. The law is about to change. Today we're living in a day when our law, our American law around immigration, is deeply broken. They're broken so that rather than providing security, many of them are creating insecurity, broken families, and broken communities. Today's American immigration law needs to be torn in two and replaced by a better law. Today the policies of ICE need to be torn into as well. We need a mighty earthquake, possibly caused by the cross of Jesus Christ, to bring these changes about. Amen. And while there are communities all across America concerned about immigration law, this community has one central concern today. We're concerned that our laws even shut out those who suffered tremendous religious persecution in the lands that they're from. These broken laws and broken policies are hurting our Indonesian friends and neighbors who've lived among us since the late and mid-1990s. But we're here today in hope, too, where there are advocates who want to help us tear open broken immigration laws and replace them with a helpful law that protects persecuted Christians. Representative Carolyn Maloney of New York. One of her staff, Chief of Staff, Ben Shavat, and others on her staff have worked worked tirelessly to bring H.R. 3590 into existence. Reverend Maloney instead of Representative Maloney. Having you here is like, it's like having the earth tremble as Jesus breathed his last. For you have been an earthquake of good news for us by caring for those that we love. Amen. Deeply honored, doubly honored, because in addition to Representative Maloney today, we have Representative Rush Holt from New Jersey. On H.R. 3590, but it feels like every time I open the paper and there's something positive that's happened for an immigrant in our state locally, it's because Rush Holt has been at the forefront. Whether it's gay couples who can stay together and not have one partner deported, or whether it's a family that suffered a dramatic tragedy after 9/11 and finally getting the citizenship that they deserve. These are the things that Representative Holt stands for, and we are honored to have you in our presence. Now I want to invite Indonesians who have deportation orders to come forward and join together in a litany for Good Friday. Some of these lines are truly lines that belong to the individual speaking them. And in some cases, there are people who couldn't be with us today either because of their fears of having their face in front of cameras or because of other conflicts. So their line is being spoken by someone else. But in most cases, the line being spoken belongs to the person who is saying it. And we have a line to say in this litany. Our line is, you are not a deportation priority. Okay, let's say it together. You are not a deportation priority. So I invite the Indonesians forward who are helping with this litany right now. Let's join in this litany.
My pastor once told that is worship in the throne of my eyes by a radical man who hated Christians. Why am I a deportation priority?
You are not a deportation priority.
My co-worker escaped from radical mob by hiding under the garbage bags, with their spouse and children in the back of the garbage truck. Why am I a deportation priority?
You are not a deportation priority.
My brother-in-law was found decapitated and dismembered in his pulpit. Why am I a deportation priority?
You are not a deportation priority.
Most of the churches in my city were burned down, burned to the ground. Why am I a deportation priority?
You are not a deportation priority.
I will take a bus and Tautu is all killed because I'm Christian. We are deportation priority.
You are not a deportation priority.
I moved to 4 different islands, trying to escape violence behind Christian from 98 to 2000 before coming here. Priority.
You are not a deportation priority.
Why won't take back the potential virus? Why am I a deportation priority?
You are not a deportation priority.
I was escaped on 1998 when the burning the Chinatown, the rape China, the kill all China in the street, and then I was escaped that year. Now I have a 2 citizen daughter, and then they give me the date of deportation in July 9. Why am I a deportation priority?
You are not a deportation priority. I read some others from people who couldn't be up here with us right now. I was singled out for abuse because I am a Sunday school teacher teaching children the way of Jesus. Why am I a deportation priority?